if you saw the opening little spinner, the countdown for tonight's stream, I said that tonight's unbox are tasteless collectible coins. You might be saying, Draco, what is a tasteless collectible coin? Well, boy, whew, man, I got some real winners, and some of these might be a real throwback for some of our American viewers, which, from what I understand, is the majority of Gatorbox's viewers. Hell, some of y'all from around the world might even recognize these just from how much of a fucking joke they were. Because inside this, I'm not about to propose to you guys, okay? As much as I love you, I prefer to remain a free agent from a free bird. And this bird you cannot change. Anyways, there's not even an engagement ring inside this fancy little box. There's actually, oh fuck, it happened again. Let me just pull this out. Okay. I want this fucking. We'll address this in a second, but first, you guys know what this is. You guys know what this is. Hang tight. Let me just pop it out of the thing. Whoops. All right, not the first time that's happened either. So, fucking hell, I can't pick this up. This is not broken. It comes this way. It comes this way. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Set it in there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the infamous 9/11 pop-up coin from the National Collector's Mint. And the reason why it got its name is because you can take the towers off, and they're not hinged or anything, but there is a little divot right here, and there's a little protrusion on the bottom of the towers. And you can do this with the coin, and it's like, boom, good as new. It's like they never even fell down in the first place, right? Look at that. So this commemorative coin is pretty stupid, but its reputation precedes it because of how unbelievably tacky and inappropriate its commercial was when it was on TV at the time. The commercial, you could probably find it on YouTube if it hasn't been pulled or whatever, but it basically starts out with, watch as the Twin Towers rise again. It's computer animated on the commercial because this fucking sucks trying to do it by hand. I just cut my fingernails, okay? I can't pick up the World Trade Centers. So, okay, because it starts out, the coin is flat, just pretend it's flat, and it says, watch as the towers majestically rise again, and then it's hooked in there with this 5th anniversary. That's right. This is from 2006. The 5th anniversary commemorative World Trade Center coin from the National Collector's Mint. And I don't know. I mean, I would imagine this is maybe gold plated. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna touch it with my dirty, filthy fingers because it's not like I give a shit. This coin is worth a fuck all. On the back, we've got the... Wow, that's really shiny. We've got the eagle, and we've got the 5 stars, representing the 5 years at the time it had been since September 11th, with 5th anniversary commemorative on the back, and underneath the eagle, it of course says National Collector's Mint. On that side, where the towers are missing, if we read this, even grief recedes with time, but we will never forget. In memory, September 11th, 2001. Actually, without the towers there, this coin is almost a little more poignant. If they would have just sold something like this would have been a little like the shadow. Kind of like, because if you go to where the World Trade Center towers were today, the footprints of the towers are where the September 11th World Trade Center memorial museums are. And don't get me wrong, we're not here to make jokes about September 11th. I think I'm in my fucking 30s, and I think I'm a little bit beyond that era of my life where calling it a 2-for-1 special is funny. I'm a little bit beyond the era of building a Jenga tower and throwing paper airplanes at it until it falls down. Like, okay, we all got that out of our systems, okay? But this is the tackiest thing I've ever seen. And I knew right then and there when I saw this back in 2006 that this was one of the worst pieces of shit imaginable. Mostly because it's the appeal to tug at your heartstrings that they do in the ad. They say that this part, the silver part, was struck with was struck with pure .999949s pure silver, recovered from bank vaults that were in Ground Zero. Now that has actually been a point of debate among collectors and people who try to authenticate these things. I'm not going to say one way or the other because that could be construed as libel, but their claims that the silver came from bank vaults and as such is priceless, it is up for speculation. Because it may not, there may be traces of it in a larger batch of silver that was used for these coins, but that silver is not 100% from Ground Zero. They also said that they sold this for $19.95, by the way, right? Because it was on fucking television. So they actually said like they would donate proceeds of every coin that was sold to one of the 9/11 relief funds that were going around at the time. I don't know how much they donated, but I think it was like a really paltry amount. They did donate a fraction of each sale, just so that they could legally say that they were doing that, so that you would feel good about buying this coin, which has no monetary value whatsoever. You notice it's not stamped with anything. It's just a coin. It's a commemorative coin where the towers pop up. They're just loose in there, and there you go. You just set that on your countertop or whatever. Set that in your coin collection and let it gather dust because it doesn't fit inside of the coin capsule if you've propped the towers up. It did come in this beautiful blue felted box that is covered in rust. I'm assuming when you got it, it didn't look this way, but even if it did, you wouldn't have known because there's like a little insert that... Oh, wait, no, I did this backwards. This goes in the top first, and then this goes in the bottom. And then, if you want, since the whole coin pop-up gimmick was kind of stupid, there are little inlays that are cut inside this where you can like stick this in the thing so it sits standing up in its case, which I feel like is something you should have done all along, because that, I mean, this, as tasteless as this piece of merchandise is, this is a more tasteful way of presenting the coin than having two parts to the coin, one of which slots into the other part to display. Now, that might sound stupid and ridiculous, and I don't have any of these other examples to show off, but the company that made this coin also went on to make a commemorative coin for the Corvette series of cars that had a button on the back that when you pushed it, the headlights came on. And if that's not stupid enough, they also made a coin. They also built that as the world's first light-up coin. Just because it's the world's first doesn't mean it's something that's necessary. I mean, I've got the world's first channel with no jokes on it that's called Gatorbox. You don't see me fucking, acting like my shit don't stink. But they also made a coin where they were really vague about this, but they had part of the Declaration of Independence read by George Washington, and there's a speaker on the front of the coin, and when you push the button on the back, it reads like the first 2 or 3 sentences of the fucking Constitution or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't remember that coin. And they also said this is the world's first talking coin. And I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why people don't make currency that makes noise or lights up. This is from the National Collector's Mint. You might be wondering, with a name like that, what does that mean? National Collector's Mint. What is the National Collector's Mint? Well, in the United States, Also, Fandrama talking about the light up and the talking coins. Also, the chance of a battery corroding your pocket is there. That's true. Also, I would imagine you cannot replace the battery in that because the coin probably doesn't come apart. It's probably been like press fit together, and that's it. The coin's in there forever. I mean, the little battery lithium button cell is in there forever. You can't change it. Fucking Pokemon games for the Game Boy have the same type of fucking battery, and you can change those things out. Nice job, Collector's Mint. So there's nothing preventing you. This is a United States company, by the way. There's nothing preventing you from putting the word mint in the name of your company, and if you want to strike worthless commemorative coins for whatever, there's nothing preventing you from doing that. Obviously, you can't say that your coins are legal tender because they're not. Only the United States Mint has the authority to print currency in denominations that are legal tender in the United States of America. You can't do that. But if you want to make... Whoops, my bad. It's not the first time that's happened. If you want to strike coins like this, you can do so until you're blue in the face. Nobody cares. But these companies name themselves things like National Collector's Mint so that they have an air of authenticity around them, so that when you see the ads on TV, you see the word mint, and you're like, well, if you're a fucking old boomer, you're like, oh, that must mean that this is an official production of the U.S. government commemorating September 11th. I better buy 5 of these, because in the commercials they say, strict limit of 5 per customer. Yeah, they did stuff like that. So you could spend $100 plus shipping. If you're spending that much, they can't even afford to cover the shipping for you. $100 plus shipping gets you 5 of these motherfuckers, and they're absolutely worthless because this sold on television for $20 plus shipping. And I found a listing on eBay, and the listing was something or other or best offer. I will give you 3 guesses as to the best offer I sent, and the last 2 guesses don't count. There is only $1 and cents that is appropriate for this item, and that's what I submitted as my offer on eBay. And upon sending this as my offer, I realized that there are 2 kinds of sellers on eBay. There's going to be Group A, which is just going to say, fuck it, I don't care, a sale is a sale. You're asking like 79 cents, 89 cents, $1.89 less than what I'm asking it for. Just fucking take it and get rid of it. I don't care. Or there's Group B, who looks at the same offer and says, yeah, it's only about $1 or so below what I'm asking for, but how dare you make fun of 9/11? This seller belonged to Group A. Because I did, Gay for Aliens is correct. The offer that I submitted is, of course, $9.11. Free shipping. So, considering that this was sold on television for $20 and I got it for, plus shipping, and I got it for $9.11 with shipping included, I think the real winner here is the Twin Towers, because we will never forget them. Because now, oh, Jesus. Well, that's a microcosm for life, isn't it? You know, I was going to leave it like that. Fuck it. You know, whenever life hands you lemons, sometimes both towers fall down. So there's that. So this was the 5th anniversary of 9/11. And so, okay, that's just one tacky collectible coin, but I said coins plural in the opening. So I have another thing here. Now this one's not a coin. This is what's known as a certificate. It's not a silver certificate because that's an actual term for a $1 bill of a certain variety here in the United States. But for all intents and purposes, I'm just going to refer to it as a silver certificate. Now this is from the same people, the National Collector's Mint. This also came in a fancy display case. Unfortunately, I do not have the fancy display case, but on the 7th anniversary of 9/11, it took 2 years for them to think of this. It took 5 years for them to think of a fucking pop-up coin. Now, these guys made other coins following 9/11. Like the very year after, they struck a coin with like George W.'s face on it, and it says we justice will be done or whatever. All those fucking inspirational quotes from whenever we started the war on terror that I'm 90% certain is still going on today, 20 years later. So 2 years after they thought about making a pop-up coin, they decided that they were going to issue this beauty right here. And you might be saying, wow, Draco, is that solid silver? No, and I'll take it out. I'll be very careful with it. Because this is actually, if I tilt it forward, it's a piece of cardstock, but it is struck in silver leaf. It's the cheaper equivalent of gold foil. And this is the little fucking lottery ticket holder that it came in when you bought it, but I don't have the thing for it. Surprisingly, people were asking a lot of money to have it with the big flip top open thing and the certificate of authenticity. I just got this one. Again, I sent the person an offer of $9.11 and they were like, I don't fucking care. You're making a meme, a joke out of it. I don't fucking care. Just take one. Asshole. I had to pay $1 shipping for this one though, so really it was, I should have said $8.11, so I paid $9.11 again, but that didn't work. Vandramon, that's Joss paper, isn't it? Might as well be. This is in memory, $20, in memory of $20, and we got a 20 down here. We got, okay, I don't know what that is. That looks like a ship and some palm trees. Yeah, okay. We got a 20 down here. That's the same ship and palm trees. Here's this is important right here. This is the signature of Barry Goldwater. He's the director of the National Collectors Mint. That's important to point out. Mr. Goldwater is a Republican who once ran for presidential office in the 60s or 70s or something like that. And obviously he did not win because he's not in the Hall of Presidents at Disney. That's how you can tell who was and was not a president. But yeah, that guy's kind of a scumbag. If you go and wiki that, you go look that one up. So he decided to start the National Collectors Mint so he could do this. Now here's something interesting. This up at the top, can we see what this says? This says Republic of Liberia. Okay. Well, I don't think that this is the Freedom Tower, by the way, which was going to be erected in the place of the Twin Towers. And if you flip this over onto the back, here, of course, is the Twin Towers on the back side of it, along with what is that? Oh, this is the 7-year commemorative stamp. If you can see that, September 11th coin. Oh, that's right, a coin certificate with the serial number BF0938. The person selling these on eBay had 5 serial numbers that were right in a row, which meaning that either he or whoever he got them from obeyed the strict limit of 5 per caller, and they spent $20 on this piece of shit, and they bought 5 of them. I like how it says in memory $20 down here, like in memory of the $20 fucking dollars you spent on this, you thick fuck. But anyways, you may have noticed on the back here it says 9 and 11. Let's play some games for smart people, you guys. What's 9 plus 11? Think about it. Think about it. It's 20. It's fucking 20! Somebody at the National Collectors Mint, I guarantee, they were taking a piss at a urinal. And they were trying to think like, oh my God, we got to think. It's been another year. We got to think something's coming up. We got to think of the next big 9/11 thing. We have to think of the next thing to fucking sell the people that are fucking retired that never want to forget. Okay, fuck 9/11. And then this guy is thinking about this whole time, and then it comes to him. The guy in the stall next to him says, hey, can I borrow $20? And then it hits him. 9 plus 11 is $20. And all is right in the world. Because, as the commercial states, this is the first time in history where the numbers 9 and 11 add up to the face value of the bill. Now, this is one that they actually... Buster Keaton rules. It's a dual-purpose banknote. It can be worth either $9 or $11, depending on how much change you want. Schrodinger's bill. It's like a Pokemon card. Flip a coin. If heads, this is worth $11. If tails, it's worth 9. Hang on. Which one is heads and which part is tails? I'm assuming that's tails. It's worth 9. Whoops. Fuck it. Right. So here's one of the big points they make in the commercial. Here's the $20 coin certificate, and then here is a standard US $10 bill. Now you notice it's folded weird because it's been in my wallet. So you notice the silver coin certificate is much larger than the $10 bill, and they actually did this in the commercial. They had like a graphic of a regular 20, and they were like, this piece of currency completely dwarfs all known denominations of American currency. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't make it worth any more money. In fact, it doesn't make it worth any money at all. Let's talk about how much money this is actually worth, because I pointed out when I first started showing this off that it says Republic of Liberia up here. Yeah, that doesn't sound like... That's a funny way of spelling the United States of fucking America. I don't think that Liberia has a Freedom Tower. I don't think that they have Twin Towers or a Statue of Liberty. I don't even think they know what 9/11 is. So, in case you're wondering what the Republic of Liberia is, it is it's an American territory, and it is regretfully very, very extremely impoverished. It ain't doing well. And the National Collectors Mint stated that this coin certificate was legal tender. Can you guess where? This company has the authority to mint currency for the Republic of Liberia. So when they say it's legal tender, it ain't legal tender in the United States. It's legal tender in the Republic of Liberia, where I don't even think they have buildings that are bigger than one story, if they have buildings at all. I've never been to Liberia. God bless their hearts. They deserve a hell of a lot better than what this has to offer. This is the type of corruption that fucks up third world countries. Thanks, National Collectors Mint. I'm sure they appreciate it. Those Corvette coins that were legal tender, that talking Constitution coin that's legal tender, it's legal tender here in the Republic of Liberia. So you might be wondering, well, gee, this is 20 Liberian dollars. Let's play a game. Don't nobody open up a currency converter. Do not cheat. Do not cheat. I can't give you anything for winning, but I want you to type in chat how much you think $20 Liberian converted today to US dollars. I want you to take a guess at how much, at what the currency rate is. If I have 20 bucks Liberian, how much is that today? February 12th, 2021. Fandramon guess is $4.20. Flux Umbreon guesses 50 cents. Emporio has guessed 2 cents. We're gonna play by Price is Right rules, so it's whoever's closest without going over. So we have some ballpark figures being thrown out in chat right now, but I will say that Emporio is our winner, closest at 2 cents. Zahando guessed $1. Rocker guessed $1.01. The actual retail value of $20 Liberian converted to U.S. currency is 11.5 cents. 11.5. Do you know how much $20 American converted to Liberian is? It's literally like $3,440. You could go over there and be a king with, like, I don't know, the money you would get from mowing a fucking lawn. It's that depressing. And these motherfuckers had the gall to sell this on American television and say, we're asking the face value of the bill, $20, on this limited release. Limit 5 per customer. Please dial 1-800-FUCKYOU. If they were really selling this at face value, it would have cost a fucking dime, because that's how much it actually costs when you switch it to American currency. They were hoping people would buy this thinking it was like actual American currency that was worth $20 and that they could use to, I don't fucking know, go buy a couple of shitty used Wii games at GameStop with. You can't, because it's not worth anything. But if you take it to Liberia, you can use this in the Republic of Liberia. I don't know what $20 there gets you, but if it's only 11 cents, the equivalent here, it can't be much. Also, Big Speed says, "Hey man, you got change for a 20? Sure, here's 2 Elvis coins and a Trump coin." They're not minting this shit and actually putting it out in circulation in Liberia. But if you showed up with this, you could theoretically use it. So it makes me think that there is like a corner store or like a gas station or something in Liberia where, you know, in the thing where the pennies, in the cash register where the pennies and the quarters and stuff are kept, those little scoop bucket areas, there's always one on the far right for like Sacagawea dollar coins and stuff like that, or at least there is here. I would imagine there's like a little section there where there's like a couple of Corvette coins and something else, and then this is too big to fit in with the other fucking currency things, you know, the parts that hold the money down in the register, so they have to pop the tray open and stick this thing underneath it. And it's just it's just incredible to me, the lack of shame that this company feels selling something like this. Because if this was just some fucking kitschy, stupid collectible, like this dumb pop-up coin or whatever, this is fine. This is tacky and it's stupid and, you know, whatever. Never forget. Ricka Remix, right? This is dumb. It's dumb. But it's funny. It's not hurting anyone. It's just a stupid collectible coin with the dumb gimmicky feature of towers that pop up, and that's it. But this is different. This is a little more sinister. This is a company, a privately owned company, mind you, that's intruded on a desperately impoverished nation to essentially take control of minting their currency so that they can make shit like this and then sell it overseas in the United States as a legal tender 9/11 collectible. And they're pocketing that money. That money you're spending on this is not going to Liberia. It's going to these guys. And I don't know, it's just it just rubs me the wrong way, because things that, yeah, I think Zahando has put it correctly. This hits differently. This is no longer funny in a kitschy sort of way, the way that this pop-up coin is. I mean, if you flip it over and it's like, this is the first time that the numbers 9 and 11 have added up to the full amount on the, like, that in and of itself is funny. The first time I saw this commercial, I was laughing so hard I was fucking crying. And then I found out the story behind it. I found out that when they say legal tender, because I started Googling, right? I'm like, this can't possibly fucking be U.S. currency. Fuck that noise. No one would be that stupid. We've made some dumb coins, like those presidential $1 coins that I don't really think they finished, because nobody cared. Please feel free to correct me on that one. But when I looked up where this was legal tender and how badly off that country is, I'm like, okay, this is fucked up. And then these guys went on to continue to make dumb shit. I don't have proof of this. It was on their website, and it was in an article I wrote a very long time ago about really shitty collectible coins. And these both made the list, by the way. The National Collectors Mint sold a set of coins And these weren't even special ones. It was like this was something that played to conspiracy theorists. And it was a little clasp, little, oh man. Oh, that's nice. It was a little box like this, except it was wider, and it held what looked like a very clean, uncirculated penny with Abraham Lincoln on it, and a clean, uncirculated U.S. $50, which has President John F. Kennedy on it. And name one thing that those two guys have in common. Just think about it. It'll hit you like a bullet to the back of the fucking head when it does. Anyways, they offered this collectible coin set called the sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, or fiction is stranger than the truth. It was something weird that didn't celebrate these two presidents in a tasteful way. It didn't celebrate Abraham Lincoln for the Emancipation Proclamation and his fight to abolish slavery in a very tumultuous and unfortunate period in this country's history. It didn't talk about how JFK handled the Cuban Missile Crisis and we just narrowly avoided a fucking nuclear war with Cuba and Russia and all that. It doesn't talk about that. No, it's just like, hey, these two dudes got shot in the head one time and nobody figured out who did it. No one knows. That's what they did. Because underneath, when you pulled out the little thing on the bottom, like right here, underneath the penny and the $50, there was a little book that went into all of these fucking conspiracy things about these two presidents. And I was like, that's disgusting. That is probably the worst thing I think I've ever seen. And that's, I wrote some edgy jokes about that when I was like, if the obverse of that coin doesn't show Abraham Lincoln's head blowing up like it's been shot in Fallout 3, then I'm not buying this piece of shit. Right? I made some edgy jokes about it just for the sake of laughter. But that's just fucking wrong. It all started with this and a George W. Bush coin saying justice will be done. And it escalated to full on taking advantage of the free-falling economy of an impoverished nation to continuing to do so, but making the world's first light-up coins and talking coins. So, National Collector's Mint. You guys are some real class acts. And, don't know how you sleep at night, but I'm just glad I'm not the person that has to judge y'all's fucking souls whenever the time comes. Real glad about that, because I would be the Simon Cowell judge in this motherfucker. So, that's some National Collector's Mint tat for you. They've made plenty of other stuff. If you go on eBay and search for National Collector's Mint, you will find this and then some. You'll probably find that Corvette coin. You'll probably find the talking coin. I don't know if those work anymore. Maybe I'll try to get my hands on those and we'll have a National Collector's Mint family reunion, and maybe I'll just start collecting all of their crap after the fact. But I will say I do think it's funny that I bought each of these for $9.11 because either the people on eBay thought it was funny that I had the balls to make that my offer, or they just didn't give a fuck. So I'm going to close I can't close the book on this one. I can't even cover it up with a $10 bill because it dwarfs all known U.S. currency. But that's the U.S. Collectors National not the U.S. That's the National Collectors Mint for you. Real bunch of winners. Thanks, guys. Thanks for checking out this video by Gatorbox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/Gatorbox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/Gatorbox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.